When did pranking your brother stop being funny? My older brother Luke is one of those guys who's accidentally cool. The kind of person who can show up late to class, trip over a desk, and somehow still get invited to 5 parties that weekend. Meanwhile, I'm the sibling teachers forget to mark present. So yeah, a little jealousy? Maybe. That's probably why I loved messing with him. Nothing evil, just light sabotage. Swapping his shampoo with barbecue sauce, putting salt in his coffee. One time, I replaced all the contact names in his phone with cartoon characters. He tried to call Mom and saw Squidward, but the best prank I ever pulled? His Halloween party. Luke's friend was hosting this massive costume thing at his place. Everyone in the college group chat was coming. I wasn't even invited, which made it even sweeter when I saw his costume laid out on the bed. Black hoodie, skull mask, combat boots, classic costume. He was in the shower, so I grabbed it, threw it on, and left before he even noticed. The party was packed. Fog machine blasting, red lights, beer pong in one corner, a smoke machine in the other. I figured I'd blend in for an hour, make some chaos, and dip before he showed up. And it worked. Everyone thought I was him. I walked in and got 2 fist bumps, a cup shoved into my hand, and someone yelling, "Luke, you made it!" I didn't even talk, just nodded and threw up a peace sign. Eventually, I wandered out back where a few people were sitting on the porch with plastic swords and empty bottles. One guy, a little older, half a Dracula cape still hanging off his shoulder, slumped next to me and sighed. "I don't know how you do it, man." I didn't answer. I figured he was drunk. He went on. "I mean, your brother's not even a bad guy, I guess, but like, come on. You don't ever just get tired of pretending?" I froze a little, but stayed quiet. He kept talking. I swear, every time I'm around him, it's like I have to be this fake version of myself. Like he just sucks the air out of a room and we all act like it's normal. If I had a sibling like that, I'd leave too. The music was thumping inside. I could feel it through the deck boards, but everything in me just went still. "Sorry," he laughed, finally looking over. "I'm drunk. I shouldn't be saying this. It's just been bugging me." I nodded, still not saying a word. He patted my shoulder and walked back inside. I sat there for a while. I kept thinking about what he said. If I had a sibling like that, I'd leave too. Leave? What did that mean? I finally texted Luke. "Where are you?" He didn't answer. I left a few minutes later, slipped the costume off in my car, and snuck back home. When I walked into our room, he was sitting on his bed, fully dressed, different hoodie, no costume. He looked up, confused. "Where were you?" I held up the skull mask. "Your costume." He didn't laugh. He didn't even smirk. He just said, "You didn't wear that to Blake's party, did you?" "Yeah," I said slowly. "Why?" He looked down at his hands. "I wasn't going. That stopped me cold." "You weren't invited?" "No," he said, then stood up. "I haven't talked to those guys in months, but they thought I was you. Everyone did. They were glad to see me." He gave a short, bitter laugh. "Yeah, they always are, so they can make fun of you." I didn't know what to say. The mask suddenly felt heavier in my hand, and I realized for the first time that maybe all my pranks, all my jokes, all my attempts to be him were part of why he didn't want to show up anymore. I used to think it was funny, but now I'm not so sure.